We're here with Chris Garland, leader of Maidstone Borough Council. Chris, we're currently going through our budget setting process and it's much tougher this year. Why is that?
Well, a number of reasons for that. Firstly, there's a recession on, so that affects income that the council receives, certainly in terms of planning applications, parking fees, etc, etc. But also, and more importantly, there's huge pressure on the central government to actually start reducing the amount they give to local government itself. So we should be seeing significant cash reductions in what we receive as a council, and we get £9.3 million currently from central government, but our anticipation is right across the family local government that'll be much less next year. So we're trying to maintain our current level of spending of around £23 million on less money, and clearly something needs to be done about that.
What is the council's budget?
The council's budget is in the region of £23 million. And we receive three forms of revenue for that. Firstly, there's £9.3 million currently from central government. Secondly, there is income from the taxpayer, which is around £13 million, and then we get income from other sources as well. And all three of those are under pressure, and so we need to be ensuring that we maintain our frontline services, but also look at those services that we currently provide, where we need to have a debate around.
Where have we already made savings and what other areas?
We have made tough decisions on public conveniences, and that's been in the press a lot, and I can understand the frustrations people have, but they do need to understand that we are making these decisions in order to maintain frontline services such as recycling, planning enforcement, park and ride, all the other frontline services that people depend upon.
How can Maidstone residents have their say?
It's very important, particularly this year, that Maidstone residents do have their say, because part of our budget spend of £23 million consists of £5 million spent on what are called discretionary services. Those are services that a council provides but is not required by law to do so. Now, many of these things are quite exciting, quite fun to do, but clearly in the times that we now live in, we have to have a debate around whether the council should continue to provide those services, and if it should continue to provide those services, how can we do it in a better way in terms of the delivery of service, and also, and equally importantly, how we can do it cheaper as well. So I want residents to start thinking about those services that they receive, beyond the recycling, the refuse collection, the planning, the park and ride, but those things such as public conveniences we've just had, what sort of things we should be looking at there in order to make sure we can continue to deliver those frontline services that people depend upon and keep council tax as low as we possibly can.
And where can people go to make their comments known?
They can either contact me directly by post, my address is on the website, or they can contact me by email, which is christophergarland@maidstone.gov.uk, or they can log on to www.digitalmaidstone.co.uk.